welcome back to my channel again. So today's video is going to be another fertility update. I said in my infertility and recurrent miscarriage video that we were going to have an appointment with our consultant sometime in January, but luckily I got a call from them the other day and they had a cancellation, so we got fit in early and we actually went this morning. I was very nervous and I was almost kind of ready for a fight. I feel like sometimes with infertility and this kind of journey you kind of have to fight a bit to get what you know you need and what you want, so I kind of went in all like riled up, like ready to be like something needs to happen, and actually it was amazing. We were probably in there for all of about 5 or 10 minutes and she has prescribed us Clomid. This might seem like a very strange thing to be excited about because you hear some horror stories about Clomid, I'm not gonna lie. Me and my mum had a bit of a laugh the other day because we were googling Clomid memes and oh my god, like some of them are a bit terrifying. So I'm slightly nervous about the side effects of this, I'm not gonna lie, but it is amazing to feel like something is finally happening and we're getting some help and we're going into the new year with just something. Oh, I'm really excited. So I went into our appointment and I was thinking Clomid would probably be the way to go for us. Our consultant has mentioned it a couple of times before, but we've needed various tests and it's just never been the time where she said, right, this is it now, I'm going to prescribe you it, you're ready to try it. So I was kind of half going in thinking, oh, maybe today's the day we finally get something, and then part of me was thinking, oh, she's just going to send us away for more tests. I couldn't bear that. I needed something to happen, and luckily it did. We got there and she said she'd checked through all the results of our tests and including those done by the other hospital for the recurrent miscarriage investigations, and she said, you've got polycystic ovaries, which again, you might think bizarre that I am smiling about having polycystic ovaries, but I have known this for so long, literally since I came off the pill over 2 years ago. I've known I've had polycystic ovaries, I've just known, and it's always been kind of up for debate because I've got some of the symptoms, in fact I've got a lot of the symptoms, but I don't necessarily actually, when they've scanned, have the cysts on the ovaries, which obviously polycystic ovaries, you'd think that's what it's all about. But it's not. There's tons of other symptoms. Obviously irregular periods and trouble conceiving is a massive factor, and yeah, she's finally confirmed today that I've definitely got PCOS. Again, probably find this bizarre that I am so happy about this, but I've just wanted answers for so long and I finally feel like we're getting answers. And you know, polycystic ovaries isn't nice, but there's a million other things it could have been that are a million times worse, and if it's that and that's what we've got to contend with, you know, it's treatable and they can do something about it, and they've hopefully done something about it, and I feel like things are finally happening. I feel so relieved. Honestly, this is the most I've smiled in so long, and it feels like a ridiculous thing to be smiling about, but I'm just so happy that something's finally happening. So I've been prescribed 3 months of Clomid to start, and what I need to do is wait for my period to start, and then on day 2 of my period I start taking the Clomid, and I take it for 5 days. So between days 2 and day 6 I take a Clomid tablet every single day. The side effects sound horrible. There is a lot of bloating, and I suffer quite badly with bloating anyway. Mood swings, obviously, I think it turns you into a bit of a psychopath. Cramps, hot flushes, I mean it sounds like the dream. Not, but I couldn't care less if it works. I am happy to give it a go, see how I get along. And also the really good thing is that the first month I'm taking the Clomid, I call up when I start taking it and the fertility hospital will book me in for a number of scans and blood tests throughout the month, and we can see kind of how my body's responding to it, if it's doing what it should be, and they can kind of predict when I'm actually going to ovulate, which is amazing because currently it could be any time, like I never really know. And with polycystic ovaries I have tried using the OPKs before, the ovulation predictor kits, but with polycystic ovaries you can get, I think I'm right in thinking this, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can get a number of LH surges throughout your cycle, so it's hard to pinpoint exactly when ovulation is. So you might get a positive test but then not actually go on to ovulate, so then you could think, I've ovulated now, that's that, and then actually miss when you do really ovulate. So I didn't find those overly helpful, so it's going to be amazing to be able to actually pinpoint ovulation. We'll know when to do it. How awkward. So we'll know when to do it. I'm such a child. And they'll also scan me about a week after suspected ovulation, so we can check that it did happen, and that everything's looking as it should. Clomid has been known to increase your chance of having multiples, which I know puts some people off and terrifies some people, but anyone that knows me will know. Bring on the twins. Yes please, I would love to. I don't want this to sound awful, but I would love to just get it all over with. I've found the last 2 years so horrendous, so distressing, so heartbreaking, and the thought of having to go through it again really scares me. And I've loved being an only child, don't get me wrong, but I would have loved a sibling, and I would really like that for my child. So if we could have 2, that would be amazing, but I'm not sure I would put myself through all of this again. If we are lucky enough to have 1, I think I would be happy at 1, and if there was a happy accident somewhere down the line, then amazing, but I don't think I could put myself through this regimented TTC thing again. So my doctor has also prescribed us Provera, which helps to force a bleed. So with irregular periods, I could take them tablets. I think you take, what does it say? Yeah, you take 1 tablet once a day for 5 days once your cycle has extended past 35 days, which mine always does basically. So I can take that, force a bleed, and then day 2 of my period I would start the Clomid. I do actually suspect that I ovulated this week, so I'm not going to take the Provera, obviously just in case, on the off chance, highly unlikely, but on the off chance I did get pregnant this month, I don't want to take the Provera and risk anything, so I'm going to leave that. If I haven't ovulated and I've got it wrong, maybe I will take that at some point. But I'm going to leave it for now, and I'm going to wait until I've naturally had a period, and then I will start the Clomid. Yeah, honestly, this is just, aside from actually being pregnant, this is just the best Christmas present ever. Like, I have been so struggling. I don't want to get emotional again. My last fertility video was so emotional. I don't want to get emotional, but I've been really struggling since I found out about my mum last month. Oh. Since I found out about my mum last month, I mentioned it in my vlog, my mum's actually been diagnosed with cancer, and I have been really struggling with the thought that she might never know if I managed to get pregnant or if I managed to have a baby. Sorry, I feel really happy, so it's silly that I'm getting emotional, but there's still a huge possibility. Just because I'm on Clomid doesn't mean I'm going to get pregnant, and there's still a huge possibility that my mum might never know if I've managed it, and she's been there throughout the 2 years of infertility, my miscarriages. She's always been there, and she's so desperate for it to happen for us, and she would so love to be a grandma, and it just, that's the thing that upsets me the most, that she might never know. I feel like I'm pinning all my hopes on this a bit, so I need to not get carried away. But I'm just really happy that something's finally happening, and it's at a time when I so need this pick-me-up. god, I feel like I've not even got that many videos, and every bloody video I'm crying. I'm fine, honestly. I mean, I'm feeling really positive today. 2017, I'm going to make this happen. I'm just going to give it my all, and this is the year I'm going to have a healthy pregnancy. I'm going to do it. We're going to do it. Obviously, it's not just me. Me and Andrew are going to do it. Whether we don't, you know, we might not have a baby this year, but by this time next year, and I shouldn't put this pressure on myself because I said it to myself last year, but by this time next year, I am going to be pregnant. I feel like I'm on that Davina McCall programme. This time next year, Davina, I'm going to have had a baby. But that is the plan. So yeah, that's it really. Not a massive update. Basically, got Clomid and I'm over the freaking moon about it. And I can't wait to start it. So hopefully in about 2 weeks' time, my period will arrive and we can get cracking and we can give this a go. I'll definitely do more update videos on it because I think it's really interesting hearing how people react to Clomid. People seem to react so differently. Some people are totally fine. Some people like would rather not take it because it's that bad. So that's a bit scary. But I'm hoping I will be okay with it and I can stick it out and it'll be worth it, and we'll get pregnant and I'll get them hormone booster shots and I'll stay pregnant and everything will be right in the world. Sort of. Anything else? I don't think so. So yeah, that's it really guys. I will see you in my next video. I hope you all have an amazing Christmas. Hope you all have the best time with your families and you eat lots of cheese and you drink lots of wine. And yeah, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!